watching Let's Chat.
As we get into the final 3 or 4 minutes here of Let's Chat for this Thursday leading up to the Super Bowl, Jim Reynolds again and Darrell Patterson joining us here as we wrap up the broadcast. First of all, I think, guys, a big round of applause for the NFL. They are really highlighting, saluting, and honoring the medical folks and the first responders in this battle against COVID. Any thoughts on that from the two of you on a very serious note?
They're heroes. There's no question. And we've seen them time and time again. You know, they always talk about who was running into the building and who was running out, who was quarantining and who was there at the hospital. Those doctors and nurses and emergency room personnel, they're heroes, no question.
Nobody has done a better job anywhere, not just this country, in the world, than those folks.
You are absolutely right.
For the last year. For the last year, they are all the time. But the last year especially. God bless those folks.
Amen to that. They're only allowing, 22,000 folks total into
25,
the
I think, yeah.
25
yeah, something like
total this year, and a lot of those do include the folks we just mentioned, the first responders and the medical heroes. Do you think the lack of a crowd, even though 25,000 is a big crowd, do you think not playing in front of a packed house is going to have any impact on the game?
I don't think so. I don't think once the basketball adage is once that ball goes up in the air, once that opening tip, to the players it doesn't matter anymore. It's all game. I think it's the same way in football. Once that game is kicked off, those guys are focused on the game. And it's interesting. I don't know that I haven't been to an NFL game this season and seen how it is without a crowd there. JR, you've done a lot of basketball games without crowds there. It's different. Those of us watching on TV, we hear the crowd noise. We don't know any difference. They say in an empty stadium, it's kind of like an old Braves game back in the day. It's like, can you guys go down? We're trying to study. It's quieter here than it is in the library.
Jim, your thoughts?
I think maybe this year would be different because Tampa Bay's playing at home. So I think most times it wouldn't be any difference. But I thought that could have boosted Tampa Bay just a little bit had there been able to been, a raucous crowd for a hometown team.
All right, guys, we're down to, I would say the 2-minute warning, but it's less than 2 minutes. Here we go. I have the official pen. I have the official pad right here. It's prediction time. Jim Reynolds, we begin with you. Does old age and treachery overcome youth and skill in this year's Super Bowl?
Are you talking about me against Patterson or the game?
Either one.
The answer would be yes.
I like Kansas City. I think they're a little bit quicker. I think they have better team speed. I don't think it's just going to be running up and down the field. I picked it like 27-21 in favor of Kansas City, just because I think the Chiefs have more good players, more star players than Tampa Bay.
All right, Darrell.
I agree wholeheartedly. I think in the end, and I said this earlier, KC needs to stay 2 scores ahead or Brady will bring them back. I think they will stay 2 scores ahead at the end of the game, 31-27, Kansas City by about 4 points, 31-27. Chiefs,
Kansas
2 in a row.
City by 4 points. All right. I got to tell you, I've talked to a lot of people about this just because I've been scared to talk to the two of you about it. I can't bet against Brady. Every time I've done so, not a literal bet necessarily, but it's hard to bet against Brady. He's got the proven track record. So I'm going to go with Brady and the Bucks by 5.
From one goat to another.
Yeah.
You left out the old goat there. Guys, this has been a lot of fun. We'll compare notes Monday and see exactly who came a little bit closer. So it's 27-21 and 31-21. I'm not smart enough to give a score, but I'm saying Brady and the gang by 5. Guys, have a great weekend. I'll talk to you both soon. We will see you tomorrow morning right here at 10 for Let's Chat.